So I wanted to try a new material this year. Cork. So I'm not much of a wine drinker, even though I live in wine country, and I was worried because I wasn't sure how I was going to get cork. It turns out you can just buy used corks on Amazon. It's actually pretty inexpensive. I know I can get cork in sheet form, and now I know I can get cork in corked form. But what I want to do is I want it to be a different shape. So my thought is that I will pulverize this cork and see if I could then cast it with resin into a shape that I like and turn that on the lathe. So that's the plan. Let's see if it actually works. See what happens, I guess. Can you see that? They just jam up the blades. What if I just... Now the whole blender is shaking. I wasn't made for this sort of nonsense. I should put up some strange review on Amazon. Makes the best cork margaritas you ever had. Okay, I might have gone a tad bit overboard just because it was so enjoyable to see the cork flying all over the shop. Which, by the way, the shop is covered in cork. I've cleaned up this little patch here, but if you look closely, you can see it everywhere. It threw it to the 9 winds. So the mold does not need to be complicated. It is going to be pretty simple. I was just originally going to use the bottom part of this cup for it, but it's not really big enough. It's only 3.5 inches, and that would be really tight. So the top is a little over 4 1/4. I think that'd be a better fit. So I'm going to go ahead and invert it and hot glue it down to this piece of plexiglass. While the hot glue dries, let's go ahead and mix up our resin. We're gonna do 10 ounces of resin, I think. So let's mix up 5 ounces of resin and 5 ounces of hardener. Batman knife is due for a sharpening. And all I'm going to be making today is a bracelet. And so it doesn't need a huge thickness. Wow, I can't tell you how nice that smells. It's really impressive. It smells like wine in here. Now, I think it's going to be difficult to get the resin way down in here. So let's mix it up a little bit to try to get it to permeate. I think dry pockets are inevitable. I think more than likely we'll see them if the cotton ball experiments have given us any sort. This looks like dog food. I mean, I'm mixing it and I'm trying to talk positive, but it totally just looks like, this looks like dog food. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, this is gonna be great, this is gonna be great, this is gonna be great, and now I'm like, no, it looks like dog food. Here boy, here boy. Okay, so here's my pressure pot. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to it up over here. Basically, the long and the short of it is, pressure pot's going to eliminate bubbles in the casting. And in this case, I think it's going to do a really good job of pushing all the resin into the cork. So, into the pot it goes. And then what we're going to do is pressurize the pot up to 50 psi. Just basically between the 3 and the 4. We're just going to let it set for a good 4 to 5 hours. And then we can come back out and have a look at our dog food plank. Yeah, see what it looks like. Still looks like dog food. I'm starting to lose some confidence on this idea. I suppose we have to see what it looks like turned. Cork totally sucked up the resin. Hopefully that's a good thing, and we won't find voids like we did in the cotton. But we won't know till we get it on the lathe. Normally, I would drill out the center hole for my bracelets on my drill press, but my drill press One of the belts broke, so I'm waiting on a replacement. So I dreamed up this idea that I can do it on the lathe, and I think I can. This is just a faceplate, and I drew some circles on here, and all I'm going to do is hot glue this directly onto the faceplate. That is crazy looking. I have never seen shavings like this before. Oh, that looks like plywood. Or resin. No, that's resin still. Alright, that's the bottom. That's the resin. It is coming off in weird sheets. I love it. Oh my gosh. It's like all lacy.
I like the shavings better than the actual thing.
You don't like my dog food bracelet?
This would look like a sea sponge in that dome mold you have in resin.
Oh, it would kind of, okay.
I'm walking away with it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to put the rest in the dust collector.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and use my Easy Wood tools again. I didn't feel like I gave him a very fair run last time. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Yeah, I don't know if I like it. I guess that's the long and the short of it. I wasn't even sure I wanted to move forward after the way it looked after it was rough turned. So, just sanding it up to see if it's even worth the effort. I mean, it's not, it's better, I think. There we go. You want a snug fit. There we go. Like that. It's hard to get on and get off, but not too hard to break the piece. And the force of the chuck will hold it on. And that should be enough to hold the workpiece on the lathe. I feel like it's been a while since I've turned a bracelet. I guess the last one was the crayon bracelet, and that was like 2 years ago. They kind of used to be a staple on this channel. Alright, back to sanding. 150, 180, 240, 320, 400, 600, 800. Okay. Now I gotta flip the whole thing over and do the same regiment on the other side. So normally I would go through the micro mesh, but I actually have a different product I've been wanting to try for a while. Basically what it is, it's wax with an abrasive in it, and that abrasive breaks down as you turn. You guys hear that dog freaking out? As I understand it, you just put it on like this while the lathe is off. And this is going to buff it. I don't know how long you're supposed to buff it for. Ooh, wow. Okay. Wow, okay, I like it. Yorks are great. That's really neat. Look at the difference between sanded to 800 but non-polished. Wow. It's pretty staggering actually. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on the reverse side. What a beautiful finish. It feels great too. Really feels nice. I'm definitely a fan of that. I have to tell you, I didn't think that was gonna work. I mean, I guess you knew that because you were there. Yeah, you were just there. And for me, that was like a couple days ago, but for you, that quite actually just happened. Cork and resin bracelet. It's cool. It looks great up close. I mean, I thought I had dog food. I was like, well, this video is never gonna see the light of day. The depth in here is impressive. Now that it's been shined up and polished, you can actually see through the different layers of resin, and there's this real depth to it. It's definitely a unique piece. I'm very happy with it, and I'm happy to add it to my bracelet collection. Those of you who have been with me for a while know I like turning bracelets. Salt bracelet, black light, denim bracelet, and wire bracelet. The only one not here is the crayon bracelet because it didn't survive. It really wasn't meant to survive. It doesn't smell like wine anymore, it just smells like resin. Really happy with it. Thank you very much for coming along and watching with me. I hope you had some fun, and I will catch you guys next time.